from old ways, and I have had a week. Wednesday, I was in town. I was doing some shopping with my daughter and my granddaughters, and Old Way Steve called and said, "Can you stop by the newspaper? I need you to pick something up for me." And I said, "Sure," because it was going to save him a trip in, and so I went. And what I thought was just going to be a quick in and out turned out not to be. Let me start with this. This is my get home bag. This is what I keep in my car. It has everything that I need if my car breaks down or whatever happens, even if I'm a little further away. I have shelter in here. I have food in here. I have anything that I could possibly need, including water, to get home safe and sound. This weighs 17 and a half pounds. I can walk with this on my back, but I don't need it unless I need it, so it stays in my car. This is my purse. It weighs a little over 6 pounds. All you women know out there that you have one shoulder that hurts all the time because you carry a purse that weighs 6 or more pounds. It has everything that I need. But I was just doing a quick in and out of the newspaper, so I didn't need to take this with me. I was just going to run right in, run right out, and I would be done. Oh, nay, nay. That did not happen. I got on the elevator. And when I got on the elevator, I pushed the button to the floor that I needed. And it started up. And it went ka-chunk, ka-chunk. And it stopped. And I thought, surely this is not stuck. These doors are going to open. So I stood there. Well, it seemed like a long time, but it was really probably only about 15 or 20 seconds because I quickly realized that those doors weren't going to open. So then I thought, what am I going to do? Well, I didn't take my phone with me because I didn't take my purse because this was going to be a quick in and out. And then I didn't need my purse. So I looked on all the buttons. Now, I'm going to get to this bag in a minute, but you got to help me out with this. It's all right, Daisy. You got to help me out with this because red is the color that you need if something's wrong. Fire trucks have red lights. There's red. Daisy, come here, baby. There is everything red. I mean, red is just the color that you assume that if you have an emergency, you're going to look for. There's red exit signs. It's red, not yellow. So there's a yellow button there, and it's about that big, and it says help. So yellow is fresh, yellow is sunshiny, yellow is everything's going to be all right. This is mellow. I thought yellow meant that I was going to get the front desk. Oh no, I didn't get the front desk. What I got was 911. What is your emergency? I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to get 911. I was trying to get the front desk. Well, I have a problem, but I don't think it's a 911 problem. And so the operator said, "Ma'am, well, what is your problem?" I said, "Well, I'm stuck in an elevator." And he said, "What?" I said, "I'm stuck in an elevator." And then they go through all the questions of how many there, is anybody hurt? I was the only one on the elevator. It was hot. So come to find out, they had to send out the fire department because if you get stuck in the elevator, the fire department are the ones with the keys. But what if that yellow button wasn't there? So this bag is my elevator stuck bag, which will go with me everywhere. My phone. In here, I have 2 bandanas in case somebody's on the elevator with me and they hurt their arm or an ankle or something. We can tie that up. Down here Now they're bright orange, and everything pretty much has color, and I'll explain why. Now, bandanas. You would think that they're all cotton. Not necessarily. I looked at two today, and they're polyester. The reason that you want cotton is a natural fabric. It breathes, and God forbid there's a fire. Synthetic fabrics, man-made fabrics will melt to your skin, and if burns aren't bad enough, you don't want to have to deal with that. Okay, down here, this is a flashlight. I'm not going to put it on because I'm not going to blind you. But this is a flashlight. I got this at the dollar store. And the reason it's pink is because if it's dark, I can see it. I can find it in the dark. I have a pocket knife with me. It's red so that I can find it if I need it. Now, we'll close up this section and we'll open here. Okay, now, somebody gets hurt and I have to wrap their arm or my arm or whatever with a bandana. I have these hair ties. Now, they serve, of course, you put your hair up. That's the other thing. That elevator was so stinking hot. It was unbelievable. But if I have to put a bandana on somebody's arm, I now can use these to secure it. So I have hair ties. Inside here, because you don't know how long you're going to be in there, you don't know how many people are going to be in there, you don't know if somebody's going to fall and get hurt. I have wet ones. I have alcohol wipes. I have allergies. If somebody's in there I have nut allergies and fragrance allergies, and if somebody gets on there and one of my allergies kick off, I have an allergy med to take. I have some tissues. I also have these little masks, that they put on you in the hospital if you're sick and they don't want you to get everybody else sick. But anyway, in case Typhoid Mary gets on the elevator with you and you get stuck, you can put a mask on her and you can put a mask on yourself, and hopefully you won't get as sick. So there we go. Typhoid Mary and I will be all right. Now, in this section, I have a few things. I have some hard candies because you don't know how long you're going to be in the elevator. And if you get panicked, or even if you're there for a long time, your mouth is going to get dry. So if you have some hard candy to suck on, it's going to help keep your mouth moist, and that's going to help with the anxiety. I wear glasses. If I get bounced around and I'm in the elevator with somebody and my glasses get knocked off and they get stepped on, I have a spare pair of glasses. If somebody has a little cut or scrape, I have different size Band-Aids. Now this is a soap dish, a travel soap dish, which is good, but you can make a whole little first aid kit out of this. I could put the little alcohol wipes in there. I could put the wet ones in there. I could do a lot of things, and then I have my little first aid kit. And you don't know how long you're going to be in there, so you might get hungry and need a little snack. These are cheese and breadsticks and cheese and pretzels, or you might be in there with somebody who has medical needs that they have to eat. So now you've got a little bit of something to give them. Let's close this up. This 2 pounds would have been great to have in there with me. One of the problems that happened while I was in there was I'm a little claustrophobic. So what I did was I sat down on the floor in the elevator. But I didn't just sit on the floor. I went to the far corner, away from the doors. And I did that for a reason. Because, one, I thought, if the elevator slips, I'm going to get hurt. I know I'm going to get hurt. But maybe I won't bounce around like I'm in a pinball machine. So I got down, made myself as small as I could in the corner, and figured, okay, I might hurt my back and I might hurt my head, but I'm contained a little bit. I'm not going to be flinging from wall to wall as if I was standing. The second thing is, I said I was a little claustrophobic. By putting myself as small as I could in the corner of the elevator, it made that space so much bigger. Instead of now only having a couple of feet above my head and maybe arm's length out on either side of me, I had an entire room in front of me, and I had a good 6 feet above me. So that space went from being a tiny little space to a much larger space, and I didn't feel so confined. And the third reason, it was really stinking hot in there. They had the heat on. It must have been 80 degrees in that elevator, and I was getting hot, and we all know heat rises, and so I sat down lower where it was cooler, and that was better. So, make sure, however inconvenient it may seem, that you have your everyday carry with you, your EDC, or as I call it, my elevator carry. And think about these things, because the last thing that I thought when I got out of my car with my daughter and my granddaughters waiting for me was that I was going to be stuck in an elevator with no way to communicate with anybody and nothing to keep my mouth moist, nothing to eat in case it took some time. These are things that you have to think about. You think just an innocent little trip of in and out is going to go like it has gone 1,000 times before. Until that one time it doesn't go like it did 1,000 times before. So, have a safe and blessed day. And share your knowledge. And stay out of elevators!